Welcome everyone, it's Shari Carroll for SimonsStamp.com, and I have a color coordinates, and this one is celebrating the Festival of Lights for Hanukkah. I've chosen some colors that I'm going to be working with, and I'll be die cutting some tags. So I have the Simon Says Stamp large tags. I also have a variety of my colors here, which I've cut in strips of 1/4 inch and 1/2 inch. I've also stamped and embossed the stars from the Blessed Hanukkah stamp set from Altenew, and these are small stars. And there's also a matching die that goes with these, which fits just perfectly around the edges. I'm working on a slate tag, and I have the message at an angle, and I'm using my MISTI to stamp this. So first I'll use my anti-static bag, some Simon Says Stamp clear ink, and then I can stamp this right onto the tag. Once I have that stamped, I'll be using the Simon Says Stamp silver embossing powder, and I'll sprinkle that on, tap off all the excess, and then heat set that with my heat tool. I think the silver is really pretty on the slate. You could also use white embossing powder for this. Next, I'll be using the matching die for the stars, and I'm trimming down my paper. I'm also using my little mini Altenew die cutting machine. It's really nice to have on the tabletop. So I have the die, a little bit of purple tape sitting on top so it doesn't move around, and I'll be running that through. Once I have that run through, I can separate all the pieces, and I have my die cut star. I also have a star that I've die cut from the silver glitter paper, and I'm deciding which colors to sit next to my message. To attach my strips, I'm just using my dot tape liner, and I am lining up this strip to go just at the top of that message, and I'm following the line of the message to align those strips. I'll continue adding my strips of color until I'm happy with the configuration, and ending up with a glitter paper at the bottom. As I've added each of these strips, I've used my scissors to trim off the excess on each of those strips just by turning it over and clipping from the back side. I've decided to stamp some of these stars onto the cardstocks, and I'm using the Simon Says Stamp clear ink, and I have the stamp set up onto a clear block. I'm getting a watermark effect by just stamping this right onto the papers. Another variation to this technique is you could also use a white pigment ink. And to finalize this, I am adding a silver star. I have also created a second tag by placing my strips horizontally and white embossing the message onto a soft navy strip with a banner cut on the side. Once you have all your pieces and parts stamped and die cut and your strips cut, it's really easy and fun to put together some quick tags for Hanukkah. I hope you've enjoyed this inspiration for this color coordinates combination of colors, and be sure to check the description box below to a link to our blog, and there you'll find downloadable PDFs of all of the color coordinates that we have so you can make a swatch book of your own. And as always, thanks so much for watching.